League of Legends has become the biggest esport in the world, and for good reason. The competitive play is top-notch and skilled players make it to the top. Many of the most famous League players are borderline celebrity status. Anyone who plays online games has heard the name Bjergsen and Faker. These guys didn't get to where they are by chance. They put in mind-numbing hours and improve their performance every game. To get better, you have to know the mistakes you make every game and how to improve on them. I've been playing and watching League for years, and these are some key things to know. There isn't an order of importance because all these things together will dramatically improve how you play, not just one of them. So let's get started. Number 10 on our list is CSing. It's absolutely huge. You'll always hear shoutcasters talk about CS advantages in the pro scene. It's actually so important to learn how to properly farm, you won't make it to higher elos without it. Remember that each role and each champion has their own unique farming methods. A rule of thumb to go by is you should have at least 80 CS by 10 minutes. That brings us to another critical point, champion pool. It's essential to have a set amount of champions you can play for each role. For your preferred role, I'd recommend about 5. Being a jack of all trades won't get you nearly as far as being a master of a few. For example, someone may play most mids at a diamond level, but they have a few strong picks at a challenger level. Number 8 on our list is warding. I can't tell you how much of a difference warding makes. It's something that truly separates mediocre players from top tier players. Map control is extremely important to have. Some professional games are won or lost depending on jungle control and being able to set up picks or take objectives. Number 7 on our list is toxicity. Be prepared to mute toxic players. Some games you get handed some people who aren't necessarily trying to win the game. Sometimes they even try to make it harder. That's okay, eventually these people will get banned from the game. If you see someone trolling in chat or getting on your nerves, just mute them, it helps a lot. Number 6 on our list goes to keybinds. Keybinds can be very important. Make sure your active abilities are bound to keys you can press easily. Personally, I use space and T for my first and second actives, but find what works for you. It may be beneficial to find a keybind setup pros use and stick with that. Also, if you have a good mouse with buttons, take advantage of that. Number 5 goes to Teamfights and how to properly do them. Make sure you know your role in teamfights and learn to properly execute it. A lot of supports either engage or peel their carries. Mid laners are good at bursting down either AoE or single targets. Bruisers usually have good kits to chase carries and stick to them, and ADCs are supposed to attack the closest target to them. Number 4 goes to champion counters. Learn them, how to play versus your opponent, and what you need to do when you get countered. Sometimes it's best to stay alive and farm under turret. It's important to know, for example, that LeBlanc may be a dominant early and mid-game champion, but she tends to fall off in teamfights. Just because you get counterpicked doesn't mean the game is over. Laning is important, but it's not game-breaking, especially in lower elos. Number 3 goes to champion priority. Teamfights can be decided by who your carries focus in fights. If your team goes after Alistar because he's low HP, you're going to lose the fight. Targeting carries is essential, but never overextend or get out of position to do so. It's a fine balance that takes experience playing to know how to do it properly. Number 2 goes to vision in your minimap. If you look at your minimap, the map shows a lot of information that is crucial to winning a game. Tunnel vision is a quick way to get frustrated by ganks. Often, people ping from their lane is missing, and looking at the minimap shows you where. Knowing your surroundings will jump your level of play dramatically. Our number 1 spot goes to something that's often overlooked. Make sure you're having fun with the game. If you're on a losing streak, take a break and do something else for a while. This allows you to be able to focus and have a better mindset, which only helps your play. Being competitive is great, but being toxic to your teammates because they do something wrong won't help anything. I know this list is big and can be overwhelming to new players, so try to pick a point, get that down, and then move on to the next. Being an excellent player doesn't happen overnight. This was Epic from Mach 1. As always, thanks for watching.